That's why academics said it's a clout baby. And that's where the real issue comes down to. It's a baby. It's not a tool for both of y'all to use for clout.
FBI, open up!
All right, Officer Blueface is back on the case. He's upset with Chrisean because she went to a family member's football game in Baltimore. Now, Blueface started with tweeting out or putting on Instagram, tried to tell y'all, shake my head, she can't sit down for 1 week with my son. All right, let's continue. Then he posted an iPhone maps. Like, you know, like the diagram where you set out your location. So apparently Blueface found out where Chrisean was at and then he made a map from her house to the location of where she at and said it was a 2-hour trip. She took a 2-hour trip with my son. Okay. It said Chrisean was spotted away from Baltimore. Still got the bracelet on from the hospital. Update. This was today at a school. So she ain't took the bracelet off. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've seen a lot of people do that, okay? Recently, before my grandmother passed, you know, rest in peace to Granny. But the first time before she was diagnosed with cancer, she went to the hospital. And I remember when she came home and I was taking care of her, she still had her wristband on for like, I don't know, 3-4 days. And I kept saying, you want me to take your wristband off? And Granny was like, nah. She's like, I take it off on my own. Now, maybe in her head, she was thinking she would go back to the hospital. But granted, I've seen people do that before. So I'm not going to act like that ain't. I've seen people do that when they go to jail. I don't know if y'all know, when you go to jail sometimes, at least in Michigan, I'm not saying I've been locked up before, you know, I don't know. But they give you a wristband with your picture on it. And, you know, I seen people have their wristband on for like a week. So I'm not going to act like that's too crazy, all right? But Blueface said, who gonna watch the baby? Y'all see this part? Who gonna watch the baby while Chrisean is away for 2 hours? And I got some opinions on that, taking a 2-hour trip without her son. But Blueface said a little more, okay? But this is a close-up of the wristband still being on her arm, all right? I guess they trying to make this into a big thing, but I told y'all it ain't that serious to me. And shout out to the neighborhood talk for this. So Blueface went back to talking ish, and he said, don't worry about it. Me and Jaden finna get his room ready. My child not finna be neglected on side. Now, is on side, is that like some Crip talk? I don't know. My baby not finna be treated like no dog. Me and Jaden got plenty of time to watch him, be at home with the kids all day. Now, see, this is where I got a little issue. Because, yeah, y'all be with the kids all day. But remember, the video came out of Blueface got strippers in the living room twerking while the little baby scared. He's scared of these half-naked women, so he running in the closet trying to get a snack. And then Blueface asking a little boy, oh, you don't want to be out with them girls? Is you gay? That's what he asked his son. So, yeah, you might be at home with the kids all day smoking blunts and eating munchies, but, you know, let's not act like you father of the year. Blueface continues and says, long as that baby got blood running through his veins, I'm going to be on her butt. Ain't even took the hospital ban off, already left the baby with somebody else for JUCO football game. Shake my head. Now, I want to show y'all this football game because Chrisean posted it on her story. And I guess this a family member of hers, and she went to the football game to support. Now, do I think she should have been at home with the baby? Yes, I do. But do I think she would leave the baby with somebody who wasn't family or somebody that she don't trust extremely? No. Blueface also said, what could be more important? Shake my head. You doing too much, bitch. I'm talking about my effing son. Everybody, my son come first. I don't care about the bitch, but she took on this responsibility when I told her not to. I'm not giving up my son for Chrisean fans. Okay, remember when I told her not to, meaning you didn't want the kid, and you went on another rant on Twitter. It's just different this time because it's on Instagram where you said, I don't want the baby. It ain't my baby. You said it 50 million times. And now the baby here, and now I'm father now. I want to be a daddy. She left the baby at home and went to a football game. This also raises a conversation that people have about a lot of these girls on Instagram, a lot of these influencers, famous people, celebrities, etc., when you always see them on vacation and you say, where's their kids? Right? Do I think that Chrisean is doing too much? I do feel like she trying to rush the snapback body a little too fast. I do think she need to let her body rest and heal up before she back out there making money. And the thing is, because I don't know if she made any money at this football game. I doubt it. But Chrisean just bought a house. And while I told y'all in one of my other videos, I said, yo, Chrisean is like the most lit black female on the internet right now. If she go live right now, she gonna pull more numbers than Nicki, Cardi, Lotto, whoever you want to say. She's gonna pull more numbers off rip because people are so invested, but that does not translate to money all the time. She's making money off of the shows and Fashion Nova and probably a few other things. I don't know about her investments, but she just bought a house, y'all. And I kind of get the feeling that, she got to keep working to make sure she can support the baby without needing to ask Mr. Blueface for anything. And so I do think we're going to see her work quite often. But hopefully she can set up something where the baby is safe. Maybe if she go out of town when the baby is ready to travel, she can have somebody, a family member at the room with the baby, and then she come back and she get the baby and then she go back home. But I don't think Chrisean is in a position to stop working right now unless she gets a really big deal or a big opportunity. I really wish that when she was at that Diddy party, she would have networked with Diddy and tried to get her own show or something popping on Diddy's network. The same network that Drink Champs is on. Chrisean should have her own podcast or some type of show. Then you wouldn't have to travel as much. People could come to you. You can set up stuff. I really wish she could do that instead of like going town to town and taking these little bags. I'm not saying that they would be big bags to us. And I know some people be talking about something. What you mean you? Like, you act like you. Look, I saw Offset throwing money in the middle of the street in New York. I don't care how much money people think I got. The first thing that came to my head was, I wish I was out there. I saw women talking about grown men out there trying to get some money. Oh, I would have been out there too. Offset, throw me $100. Money is money, okay? But at the same time, I feel like it's bigger bags on the table for Chrisean, and I don't like seeing her have to, run around for every single bag. You know what I mean? Especially with the baby. Especially with as much clout as she got. I wonder what her managers and the people who are, putting stuff together for her are doing. Because to me, we need to see a headline about Chrisean getting a, 7 to 8 figure deal. In my opinion. I think it's one out there. They just ain't, they not putting themselves in a position to go get it. In my opinion. I could be crazy. Maybe nobody want to work with Chrisean. Maybe it's all based off Instagram. Who knows? But that's how I feel about it. I do think Blueface he using this situation to capitalize on himself as well. What he's explaining is not the worst thing in the world. Do I think he has some points? Yes, but I'm going to end it with this. Whack 100 said this about Blueface the other day. He said this on No Jumper. No Jumper has a show with Whack 100 and Adam 22 that comes on like Tuesday or Wednesdays. Anyway, he said he only faults Blueface. Remember, Whack is Blueface's manager, but he said he only faults him because he realized that the drama between him and Chrisean was making her numbers go up. And he was willing to sacrifice his music career or whatever to keep putting on this drama, domestic violence, whatever, all of that stuff. He was willing to keep that going just to build Chrisean's career. And it worked. And some people could say, well, that was Blueface sacrificing and da-da-da. I don't know, because now it makes me think, was that video of him and her fighting in the middle of the street real? How much of the beef was fake? And I used to always tell y'all that. I used to say, y'all, this beef is probably 50% fake, and they just doing it for Instagram and views. But it 100% lets us know that Blueface is an opportunist and he uses drama to promote stuff. Now he trying to promote his new baby mama. He trying to get back into the music scene. So of course he wants to stay relevant by trying to capitalize off this baby the same way that Chrisean is capitalizing off of it. That's why academics said it's a clout baby. And that's where the real issue comes down to. It's a baby. It's not a tool for both of y'all to use for clout. And am I upset the baby got an Instagram? No. But it depends when you start posting on that Instagram, how you using it. Now, if you using it to promote Baby Fashion Nova, cool. But if it's going to turn into some situation where Chrisean and the baby is getting booked, that's not going to be a good look. And the baby being at Blueface's house so he can go live with it every day wouldn't be the coolest to me either. But I'm not a parent, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.